we must establish a neural link in order to proceed. Please embark when ready. Protocol 1, link to pilot. Pilot mode engaged.
What is up everybody, welcome to another video. In today's video we are looking at a game from our recent past. A grave injustice was done to this game. Something so vile it will send shivers down your back. I am talking about EA releasing Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 within a week of each other. Yes, I know. WTF. What makes this worse was that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was released just a month before this game was released. Titanfall 1 was a good game. Not great, just good. Even if it was the best FPS at the time, it still did not have the audience that Battlefield or Call of Duty had to be able to stand out in that crowd. Naturally then, it was survival of the fittest, and Titanfall 2 was at the other end of that spectrum. This was a shame. This game got buried by its more popular cousins, and yet I would argue it was actually the best of the bunch. Now that the game is on Xbox Game Pass, I thought this would be a great time to bring to your attention one of the best first-person shooters ever. Period. Ready? Cool, let's check.
Pilot Cooper, Anderson is dead, but we can complete his mission if we can re-establish contact with the fleet. The interstellar beacon ahead will serve our needs.
On the face of it, and what you will likely see on the cover, is that this game is about guns and robots. Very 2D, it was a really exciting concept when the first game came out, but those two things alone did not make a game. Yeah, it did kind of have a story about it, but it was an online shooter with no single player campaign. For a bunch of other reasons, including Xbox exclusivity at the time, it got overshadowed by other shooters at the time. Enter Titanfall 2. And with the single player campaign, and when you have chaps like Vince Zampella and Jason West piloting this thing, off the back of the success of Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, you know you're in some sort of treat. And a treat we got, literally and figuratively. Yes, this campaign feels short. Like you can finish it in one sitting. It really is kind of short. Average playtime is around 7 to 8 hour mark, which is not off the mark for most single player FPS games, to be honest. But with the defined beeline and a clear objective, the campaign whizzes by wicked fast. Short yes, but so good. I just finished my third playthrough and I'm setting dates in future for more playthroughs. The game is set in some distant future and the campaign really feels like a futuristic sci-fi adventure. It does not have twists and turns, but it has a sense of urgency with epic consequences. You play as rifleman Jack Cooper, but quickly become a wall-running freeform ninja designated Titan pilot of the militia. Your partner throughout the entire campaign is a Titan called Bravo Tango 7274. This mech got jokes. BT is by far one of the coolest robots in any medium ever. He's like the Iron Giant but with a bigger vocabulary. Completely three-dimensional character presented as a one-dimensional robot that easily steals a game and your hearts. The story takes place on one planet with a fairly consistent biome and tone, but the location is elevated by amazing environmental design that is completely serviceable to the abilities the pilot and the Titan possess. The majority of the levels let you play as either the Titan or pilot or both. Nothing cooler though than getting into a firefight and having this massive mech behind you, wrecking everything as you ninja through foot soldiers. This is no simple run and gun game. If you are shooting bullets with both feet planted on the ground, then you are not using your abilities to the fullest potential. As a pilot, you get double jump, wall running, bunny hopping, melee takedowns, plus your full complement of weapons including SMGs, heavy pistols and grenades. Momentum is golden. You have to keep moving, sprint, slide on the ground, jump off walls. You need to keep moving because the firefights you get into cover is a luxury that could easily backfire. And that is just the pilot gameplay. The Titan battles gain so much from the variety it offers. There are 7 different chassis you get access to in the main campaign. Maybe 80% are different. The Ronin, my personal favorite, wields this massive katana. It has abilities like phase shift and double dash that beg you to get close and cut enemy titans down. The Ion Titan has a pulse-like splitter rifle and tripwire bombs for enemies that get too close. And the North Star is, well, a sniper. The Titan battles can get really meaty. On the right difficulty, they are not a walk in the park, especially when you start fighting some of the bosses.
You were not invited to Kane's party, and that's why you're dead.
I personally prefer the pilot gameplay more, but I would not put the Titan leaps and bounds over what the Batmobile brought to Batman Arkham Knight, and I really liked the Batmobile. It is really difficult to find a flaw in how this game plays. There are 2 levels in this game that I would put up there with the likes of the Clockwork Mansion in Dishonored 2, for instance. When you get to them, just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Pilot Cooper, I have transferred some of my AI to
This game has multiplayer. And here, let me reiterate, these are the guys behind Modern Warfare. And so of course the multiplayer is banging. The beauty of it is that everything, and I mean everything you see in the single player campaign, you can do in the multiplayer with spades. If the single player is your internship, the multiplayer is the world outside the bullpen. NPCs do not hold a candle next to a decent player, especially one that can make full use of pilot abilities. Abilities including speed boosts called STEM and the god of all abilities in any game, the Grapple Hook. This freaking thing is the reason why Pathfinder exists in Apex Legends. The level of plays that have been made is off the charts. I am not great with it, I will admit, but I will have a few videos linked below of players that I have seen doing amazing things with the Grapple Hook. To be fair, it is a really small part of this game, but just like bullet time and max pain, it completely transforms how you play this game and makes every match a fresh experience. The long and short of it, Titanfall 2 was amazing. One of the best first-person shooters released. So where is Titanfall 3? That question has no straightforward answer, unfortunately. If rumors are to be believed, there was a real sequel at least being considered prior to 2019. The reality is Respawn dipped their toe in the Battle Royale genre and that has worked out amazing for them. Apex Legends, released on the 4th of February 2019 with no visible marketing, has cemented itself as one of the premier Battle Royale titles on the market behind Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. It is set in the Titanfall universe and takes some of the best elements of Titanfall, including the emphasis on momentum. This game is amazing. It has the pace from Titanfall with the attitude of Overwatch. Add in a bunch of colorful characters, 3 unique maps, and Respawn have a winner. Some of the defining abilities from Titanfall 2 have been spread out to the distinct characters of Apex, like Pathfinder and his Grapple Hook, or Octane and his Stim ability. So a question can be asked if Apex Legends is essentially Titanfall 3. There are no Titans in this game, but but there are rumors that Titans will make a return in the form of a new character who will use Titan abilities as the ultimate ability. And this character, who is a catalyst really for the entire Apex Legends storyline, is an original character from Titanfall 2. We have all these elements from the Titanfall franchise being implemented in one form or another in Apex Legends, which makes me think the direct sequel to Titanfall 2 is unlikely to happen in the near future, which really sucks. But I get it. In the time since Titanfall 2 released, Respawn have released 2 AAA titles and 1 VR game, all of which have done pretty well. Couple that with a few executive movements among the top brass, and it seems the choices Respawn have made have been great for the studio. The ending of Titanfall 2 was pretty clear, and I think it is a good anecdote for the state of the series. After the credits rolled and after all the cutscenes, there is a glimmer of hope. BT is alive, and one day, someday, Respawn may return to the franchise. And that's it. That is my take on one of the best FPS games I have ever played. Thank you everyone for watching, and especially thank you for watching up to this point. Drop a comment below and let's talk about how amazing BT7274 is, and let me know what your favorite robot is in any medium. If you enjoyed the video, dropping a like is greatly appreciated and really helps the channel a lot. Subscribe if you would like to see more content on the channel. And with that, have a good day, and we will chat in the next video. Cheers.